Yo, 48 sharks here. So, yeah, mental health with 48 sharks. I guess the topic is divorce. So, for anybody who's gone through divorce, I guess, this topic's for you, kid. No, but yeah, for real, comic relief. I do weird shit when I talk about weird shit, when I'm talking about deep stuff, man. Pardon that. But anyway, so when I was young, right, I was 4 years old when the divorce happened. I believe my sister was like 9 because we got like a 5-year difference, depending on the month. And I just remember always plotting, like with my sister, like I got this plan. I got this plan to get them back. So we're gonna order a pizza. We're gonna have mom and dad eat it. we're gonna buy some ice cream with some whipped cream, and we're gonna have them eat it. We're gonna have them stroll through the park. We're gonna have them watch a television show together, a sitcom. Man, I don't know. I just remember coming up with a lot of different plots, man. I don't know if my sister like actually agreed with it or if she just kind of like, okay, RJ. But we definitely had some shit being plotted and going on. But I kept doing that and I kept doing that, and it was wild because like the divorce. So trauma. What am I trying to process here, right? What am I trying to process about the divorce? I was afraid that I was going to lose my mom. I was 4 when it started, and the plotting continued for a long time, and I just wasn't sure like how it worked or what was going on. So yeah, like, is she not going to be my mom? Like, am I not going to be able to see my dad? And then this split custody was the kicker. That was the bitch of the shit. So a lot of parents that go through joint custody, dads are really fucked, by the way. I just want to say that dads are really fucked. So if there's a divorce case, please listen a little bit more to the dad. The mom, man, she's a mom, so she's gonna be tripping. She's gonna came out of her body. But the dad, man, the dads are usually fucked. So please re-listen to that. But yeah, so we got joint custody. There's lots of different ratios of time that everybody can see the child or not. And me and my sister, we got every other week. So that meant, I think every Friday it was, we would have to go to, like, we would have to, so the routine was on, like, maybe Thursday morning, we would start packing our bags. We would have Thursday night, we would go to school Friday, and then, like, Friday after school, that's when we would get picked up and we would go over to my mom's house. And we would go over there, and so we had to spend like a day packing, and then we would go over there, and then it would take us like another day to unpack, to decompress, to get it back into our flow. So that kind of wastes the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and it was in Boynton Beach, a very rough area, so we couldn't go outside. We were just in the room all the time, and we split the room, so like clash, but we made it work. I love my sister, like she's the fucking best. Shout out to you, but. Yeah, so, and then we were there, and then again, come Thursday, we would have to start packing our stuff up, and then by Friday, after school, we would get dropped back off, or my dad would come and pick us up, and we would be back at my dad's, and then again, it would take us another, like, day or two to unpack, decompress, and it's funny because the separation really made it so weird. Like, we were only allowed to bring certain things to each house, like, you can't bring those clothes, you can't bring that GameCube, you can't bring your Megazords. Oh, my fucking Megazords. I had so many Megazords. You can't, which was weird. And so this happened for me when I was 4 to 12. 8 long years. And for my sister, I think only 6 for her. She got out sooner, luckily, because at that point she was 16. So good shit. Or maybe it was the same. I'm not sure. I can't actually remember. I know I was able to move in with my dad when I was 12. Yeah, so when I was like 10 or 11, I think is when my sister finally got to move in with my dad. But the whole deal was like, that wasn't allowed until we were going to turn 18. So that was just like a proposal that my mom and my stepdad, like, I guess, allowed. And this just ties into my personality, like hardcore, man. Adopting change, not wanting to change, getting used to new environments, knowing it sucks, but being resilient and just evolving, having to be resilient and snapping, like changing on the spot, molting your skin. It's exhausting. It's fucking exhausting. And I did it for so long, but that gave me such an ability, again, to be resilient, to grow, to molt, to evolve. And like, I'm okay with this, like I'm doing my best to move past the past. And, I don't know. I just wanted to put this story out there for, anybody, any others who have been in a similar situation or are in a similar situation and relate, because everything will work out someday. Some way, somehow, resilience shows up in hindsight. Like, you can never really see it while the things are happening. But in hindsight, I guess that's why they say it's 2020. Oh, I should have made that joke in 2020. Fuck. 5 years late. Doesn't matter. I still made the joke. It takes time. It takes time to change, like, things that are ingrained into you. Till this day, I'm 32, and I'm still dealing with, like, the divorce shit. Because, again, it was so ingrained and just so thoughtless, like, every other week. Okay. Duh. Common sense, right? But that's not real. That's not reality. That's just an event. That's something that happened. That's a memory. That's not what's happening. That's not what is happening. That's not what will happen. And so when you realize you can grow on from that, maybe you can start to depart from some of those habits that you have, like not being able to adapt or accept change as easily, or being stuck in the past, being begrudging and holding grudges on past ideas, or holding previous old archaic emotions or routines or fixations or transferences or anything like that. Like, no. This is a new air I'm breathing. I'm not going back and forth. There is no more divorce. Yeah. And if you are, again, just know, like, that shit's not forever. At some point, that's going to end. You're going to turn 18, or it might happen sooner, And if you need help, I'm going to put some help and advice down in the about section. Contact that if you need help, man. But you're going to survive it. Like, again, I really just wanted to share this because anybody else that's listening, like, if this helps one person, fuck yeah, that's point blank.